The News 1226 First Alert Radar Network.
With up to 10 times the resolution of other local radars and technology that can pinpoint right down to your street.
First just got faster. Live from Augusta. Breaking news.
Hello, everybody. We start right now with a list of local breaking news alerts. The first one from right here in Augusta, where Augusta-based EasyGo's parent company says it plans to split its products and that EasyGo could be sold. That is according to Textron. Textron's specialized vehicles are made in South Augusta. According to their LinkedIn profile, they claim they employ more than 1,000 people there. In a statement, Textron says, in part, it intends to explore multiple paths to affect the planned separation of its industrial segment, including but not limited to a sale of the industrial business. Following more breaking news, this out of Aiken County, where one person has been injured in a shooting there tonight. That is according to authorities there, who say it happened on Center Street in Sally. We are working to learn the extent of the person's injuries who was hurt there and any possible information on a suspect. In Wilkes County now, breaking news alert from Washington, where former City Councilman Nathan Cullors is facing charges. According to Wilkes County Sheriff Darrell Powers, he says Nate Cullors is accused of sharing sexually explicit content while serving on the city council. That was for District 1. Cullors faces 4 charges. He was booked into the jail there in Washington this afternoon, has since bonded out. The sheriff saying he will release more information about this case tomorrow morning. Breaking tonight in South Carolina, the elections heating up the day, so did the weather, and we are looking at a warm weekend. Here's Emily.
We are, and things are really warming up by the end of the week. And like Brett just said, into the weekend. We are dry at the moment, and that's going to be the story throughout the next several days. We are looking mostly dry, and good news overnight tonight, we're cooling off into the mid and upper 60s, so not too bad of a start for our Wednesday morning, and we'll take whatever we can get at this point because our afternoons are looking sunny but warm. We'll warm up into the low 90s tomorrow afternoon. We'll see a little bit of cloud cover coming in for our evening, but dry conditions will continue for the middle of the week. I'll have a look at what's in store for our weekend, and we'll talk about those feels like temperatures coming up.
Thanks, Emily. 50%, that's how much one local nonprofit says the need for their services has gone up in just the last year. The center does a bit of everything from serving as a cooling center to feeding people in need, and they are not alone. As we get deeper into summer, they say they need your help. You're Ethan Hunter, live in the newsroom. Ethan, you talked to these people today at the center. What are they saying they need headed into summer?
Yeah, well, they're telling me that they're seeing more people through their doors than ever. It's a growing need as more people are struggling, having to decide between paying for food or air conditioning. They need a lot of help. The doors at St. Paul's Church have been open for 270 years.
When this is open, they just come in and they just sit and they're quiet, and it's just wonderful.
Reverend Dunn says more and more people have been coming through those doors. Yes. For the cooling shelter they run through the week.
We are seeing a lot of people now coming in out of the elements.
As the summer heats up, more neighbors are left without a cool place to sit and drink water.
They're dehydrated or feel that it is, maybe they feel lightheaded, that they can come here knowing that these doors are open.
Larry Jessen at the Bilsby Center in Harrisburg is seeing that same increase.
It just reinforces the reason why we need to be open. And we're open to anyone.
Open to anyone. Jessen says they do have lots of regulars using their services, but a new group of working families are coming in too.
That sort of thing becomes a luxury item when you're faced with, do I eat today or do I have air conditioning today?
The blessing box, full of free groceries outside the Bilsby Center, needs to be refilled daily. The water, Gatorade, and snacks used for the cooling center and their food pantry run dry quickly too.
We're seeing a big uptick, probably about a 50% increase over what it was a year ago.
As the heat keeps climbing, these shelters show just how many people need help and how much their community depends on the groups who keep their doors open. And the Bilsby Center and St. Paul's are also looking for donations to help that growing need. They need snacks, bottles, water, and Gatorade to keep these potentially life-saving services open. They say the easiest way to do that is just drop it off at their doors that are always open.
Ethan, the work they do in the community does not get enough thank you sent to them. Thank you for covering that story tonight. Some cooling centers you can go to include the Bernie Ward Community Center, Robert Howard Community Center, Carrie J. Mays Center, Henry Brigham Center, and the Sand Hills Center. We are on your side with a full list of times and numbers to call if you need to go to one of those centers. They're on WRDW.com. New documents, now new questions about a party before a deadly shooting that happened in Burke County 10 days ago. 22-year-old Jordan Butler was killed. The sheriff's office report claims 36-year-old Keisha Montero helped host a party where minors drank alcohol before a fight ended with gunshots. Tonight, 12 on Your Side investigates with what investigators say happened inside that Highway 23 home.
On June 14th at around 1:13 in the morning, Burke County deputies responded to the 200 block of Highway 23 South for what investigators described as a physical dispute that resulted in shots fired. According to the incident report, deputies found 22-year-old Jordan Butler shot. Deputies did CPR until EMS arrived, but he later died at the hospital. 12 on Your Side investigates is now looking into what led up to this shooting. An incident report from the sheriff's office is detailing allegations involving alcohol at the residence before the shooting. Investigators say they obtained Snapchat images from an account belonging to Keisha Posada Montero, showing a party flyer listing Montero and another person as host, promoting boys versus girls beer pong and BYOB, or bring your own beer. The report says investigators also saw photos and videos involving several minors with alcoholic beverages or near a beer pong table and beer cans. The report lists Montero as 36 years old, and her boyfriend is not old enough to purchase alcohol either. According to the report, several minors, some as young as 15, told investigators they were at the residence and that Montero either bought or served alcohol. Investigators wrote that several juvenile witnesses believed alcohol played a role in that physical dispute before the shooting.
That was your Will Rio reporting. Montero is charged with furnishing alcohol to people under 21 and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. The sheriff's office says 16-year-old Joshua Gordy is being charged in the case as an adult. He's facing murder, possession of firearm during the commission of a crime, possession of a gun by someone under the age of 18, and tampering with evidence charges. 2 other people also charged in this case connected with Butler's death. The sheriff's office says this investigation is active and more charges and arrests are possible. Tonight, Richmond County deputies say 36-year-old Nathan Nixon is facing charges after a shooting that happened at a convenience store today on Gordon Highway. That happened just after 12 o'clock. One person taken to the hospital. We are working to learn more about that person's injuries. Meanwhile, Nixon facing a charge for aggravated assault. Tonight, McDuffie County's Parks and Recreation Department's director is suspended. We've confirmed that with the county administrator. He says Trevor Welch is being investigated internally by the county, but he would not go into details about what that investigation entails. We've reached out to Welcher, and he has not responded to our messages. Tonight, we are on your side with a safety alert. E. coli levels at the North Augusta Riverview Park sandbar are safe after earlier results warned people about the dangers of swimming there because of E. coli. The Savannah Riverkeeper found results that were 10 times higher than the recommended limit. That sample collected on Thursday is the first time in 8 years the Riverkeepers saw abnormal E. coli levels there. Truck Carlson with Veterans for Clean Water and Savannah Riverkeeper says E. coli can indicate fecal contamination, and that can put your health at risk if you get in that water. He says that can come from several different sources.
It's not too overwhelming, but people who don't have a good immune system, young people, older people, just need to be aware that E. coli can affect them in a negative way. It can make them really sick. It can infect a wound, and so people just need to take caution.
He goes on to say the river will be tested every week through Labor Day with results posted on SavannahRiverkeeper.org. We'll put a link to where you can find those results on WRDW.com.
And you're going to be wanting a way to cool down as we go throughout the end of our work week and into the weekend. Tomorrow, not too bad comparatively speaking. We'll see the low 90s for our high temperature Wednesday. I'll have a look at what's in store for the rest of the week coming up.
Big value. Ready to grab and go at Parker's Kitchen. Value deals starting at just $4. Make your next stop Parker's Kitchen.
If it's changing now,
You'll see it right here on News 1226.
Always live.
breaking details this morning of a crash. A first alert
Always
weather
first.
day in effect, folks. We have a dangerous line of strong to severe storms.
Always alerting.
Washington Road right now.
Always here with the updates you need.
And you always see it here with no added stress.
News 1226. Weekdays from 4:30 to 7 a.m. Stream whenever, wherever, however. Just search WRDW Plus on any streaming platforms.
When doubts surround. Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Emily Acton.
Well, I'm excited to say that our overnight lows looking comfortable, below average for this time of year. We'll see our morning lows in the upper 60s for the start of our day tomorrow. So need to take your furry friend out on a walk. The earlier, more comfortable conditions, but anytime really before noon should be pretty nice to spend outdoors. A lot less breezy of a day though tomorrow than what we saw today, so that will be a factor that we won't really get to enjoy for our Wednesday. High temperatures feeling like the low 90s, and that's where the actual temperature is going to be. Now that's going to start to change as we go throughout the middle of the week, keeping the low 90s for your Thursday, feeling like the low to mid 90s for us. Now Friday, that's where things really start to change, where we can expect our feels like temperatures to be in the triple digits. That's going to last Saturday, feeling like 103, potentially even 104. Sunday, feeling like 105 for our afternoon. So things are really warming up for us. Not only are our temperatures rising, but humidity is rising as well. So we're going to be in that very humid, tropical feeling type of weather as we go throughout the end of our weekend and really into the work week next week. So the heat risk is going to stick around for the next several days. Not tracking much rainfall, though we will see a few afternoon showers, but nothing to really continue our great track of the drought monitor. Again, we have improved significantly over the past month, but still seeing that moderate drought condition for a good portion of our area, and then even that severe and extreme drought just barely clipping the CSRA. But we will see a few of those afternoon showers possible as we go throughout the next 7 days. Temperatures are really warming up. Friday, 94. We'll keep the mid and upper 90s as we go throughout your Saturday, Sunday, and throughout the work week next week. Again, a hit or miss afternoon shower possible, but nothing I would cancel any plans for. Our overnight lows tonight and tomorrow. Really enjoy those. I know my air conditioning will enjoy a little bit of a break, upper 60s tomorrow morning and Thursday morning, but we'll be back in the mid 70s for the week next week.
Emily, thanks. Senators want answers after another close call at LAX. And these are your winning lottery numbers. If you played, good luck.
Happy 250th birthday in the greatest country in the world, America.
Done that.
Well, looking at your what to wear forecast for tomorrow, break out the short sleeves, or honestly, just keep them out. It is going to be a hot afternoon. I'll have a final check on your 7-day forecast coming up.
Time in 10. Sponsored by Riverside Heating and Air. For comfort you can count on, call Riverside Heating and Air. Join our Riverside Comfort Club with regular HVAC maintenance starting as low as $15 a month plus 10% discount on all repairs.
You've been seeing our commercials for months, and while you've been watching homeowners across our area save their roofs and save thousands of dollars, guess what? You can too. Roof Saver's exclusive patent-pending Renew at 17 roof preservation treatment extends the life of your roof by 17 years with just one application and one treatment. We're proud to announce that Roof Savers is the first roofing company to be approved and partnered with the Wounded Warrior Program in the United States. Listen to Dr. David Godbold.
I am the CEO of the Wounded Warrior Program, and I'm lucky enough to be the National Director for our military emergency response teams. I will tell everybody that I'm not allowed to put my name on anything that doesn't meet the criteria and does not support our military and our veterans. Can't afford to do that. We don't want to do anything negative. nothing and put our name on it and it turn out to be some big catastrophe or be some big flop. We put our inspectors involved in this project. We put scientists involved in the chemicals that are used. Everything met the criteria. I'll just tell everybody, it's the greatest invention going forward to save your home, your house, your roof. You're not damaging anything. You're not doing anything to environment. You're not throwing shingles in the trash can. And the insurance companies all over ought to be very excited about this product.
Call the number on the screen right now to see if your roof qualifies. America's #1 choice for roof preservation is Roof Savers. Save your roof, save your money.
Your vote can send one lucky singer from the CSRA to the top. Regional voting for the Star Spangled Sing-Off runs through June 28th. Vote now at WRDW.com/contests. The Star Spangled Sing-Off, proudly sponsored by Milton Rubin.
Well, here's a look at the next 7 days. We are keeping temperatures in the 90s, really from here on out. Tomorrow, high right at that 90-degree mark, and not too bad of a start to our morning with morning lows in the upper 60s. We'll keep that same pattern for your Thursday. Warming up Friday, a few afternoon showers possible, but again, just that typical summer 20% chance that's kind of just understood. As we go throughout the weekend, feels like temperatures will reach the triple digits. We will have very hot afternoon Saturday, Sunday, and that's going to lead into the work week next week, where we will still feel like the triple digits come Monday and Tuesday. Our overnight lows will climb as well into the mid-70s throughout the week next week. But thanks for watching. We'll have the morning show coming up at 4:30 a.m. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow night.
My mama